We have another teller. This person is also from Dismas House and is so brave to come up and join us. Please welcome Marissa to the stage to tell us a story.
Hi, my name's Marissa. I am a student living at the Burlington Dismas House on Buell Street, and it's my first time telling a story, so it's exciting. So I moved into Dismas House at the end of August, right before school started, and Kim, who's the house director on Buell Street, told me if I moved in that I can go on this camping trip with both the Buell Street house and the East Island house in Winooski, and she said if I moved in on this Friday, I could go with them. It would be like a good-ish way to get to know the house. And so I decided that that was going to be the easiest way for me to get to know the people in the house, which she later told me she was very surprised that I went and that it was a little bit out-of-the-box experience to not know anybody and to go on a weekend camping trip. But so we left on a Friday, and I was moving in on that same Friday. And I went with a friend to move into my house, and I drove up to the house, and there was all these people in the driveway, like, screaming so loudly, which I'm now very used to, but I was not used to when I was first moving in. And I drove by the house and was like, I should pull in the driveway and I should move my stuff in. And I got really freaked out and I didn't want to do it. I didn't know anybody, so I just like drove around the block and went home. And I moved in later after everybody had already left. And so I moved in when nobody was there, and I went on the camping trip, and I spent the weekend in somewhere on a lake. I don't remember. Oh, Kettle Pond. That's where we went. And on the last day, on Sunday morning, we brought fresh water to make coffee with and to cook with and stuff, so we'd have clean water. And on the last morning, it was like the last bit of water that we could use to make coffee and tea or whatever. And somebody was boiling it in a hot water machine, and I used the last bit of it to make coffee because I really wanted some coffee. And one of the guys in the house, Jimmy, for those of you who know him, that was his last cup of coffee that I was unaware of. And so I was pouring the hot water into my cup to make some coffee, and he came like running in, his like deep, raspy voice, like, who the hell is using my water to make coffee? That's mine. I wanted it. And I was like, I just wanted a cup of coffee. Like, I didn't know. And he's yelling and saying that he wanted that cup of coffee. And obviously he was joking, but I offered to give it to him. He's like, no, it's too late now. It's too late now. I'm just going to have to go drink pond water, and I'll get sick, and it's going to be all your fault, and I hate you. I was like, okay. Great way to be introduced into the house. And so I drank the cup of coffee. He did not have any and just was rambling on about it for the next week. But luckily, about a week later, he got over it and said that we could be friends and gave me a second chance at a lovely friendship that I've now had the pleasure of having for the past 3 months. Thank you.